for Detroit. DeRozan out there with Brandon Ingram. Then there's Allen. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Milton in at the 2 spot. And for Brooklyn, we've got Durant. Gordon out there with Porzingis. Then there's Lowry. And it's Love in at the 2 guard. It's Durant on the wing. DeRozan defending. Lowry drives in. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. Around this time of year, lots of national broadcasted games, Doris. Does that impact the players, you think, in any way?
I certainly think the guys are aware of the nights they're on national television. Some guys relish, Kev, as you know, the opportunity to play on the big stage. So for the regular season, those nights where you know the entire country is watching, that's a big deal.
And it's DeRozan missing. Porzingis finds Durant. Jam by Durant.
How about the quick jump from Kevin Durant? He was impressive on that one.
Here's Ingram. Pass to DeRozan. Shoots over KD. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist from Ingram.
Well, 9 times out of 10, that probably is a miss, but somehow he finds a way.
Lowry passes to Love. From the arc. Detroit with the rebound. Now Schroeder. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. DeRozan, it's rebounded by Durant.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Well, there's an awareness that's required to be a good passer, and Kyle Lowry, he has it.
Here's Schroeder after the basket by Brooklyn. Ingram outside. And it's DeRozan missing.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now.
Love, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And he gets it to go.
Boy, a sliver of room. That's all he needed to get to the bucket. Nice, aggressive move, slipping and sliding his way through.
Lowry finds Love. Back to Lowry. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Love, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Brandon Ingram. Brooklyn shooting their second and third free throws tonight. That's good from Love. Hurdle, he is checked in for Brandon Ingram. Both free throws good from Love.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
DeRozan bounce pass. Here's Allen. Porzingis with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively. There is so much to love about Kristaps Porzingis. Over 7 feet, sweet shooting jumper, but aggression. This guy will back down from no one.
Now here's Schroeder. Pirtle trying to get open. Nice D from Porzingis. Lobbed up there for Durant. Outside for Lowry. Love outside. Allen with the rebound. And Doris, Porzingis not only quick to adapt to the NBA game, but also the culture.
I think it helps, Kevin, that he got tutored in the English language starting in grade school. And think about it, Kevin. This man wore his hair in cornrows back then, emulating the NBA players he saw. So both linguistically, culturally, and basketball-wise, it wasn't too big an adjustment for him.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Lowry dishes to KD. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pistons trail by 4. And DeRozan kicks it over to Schroeder. Allen against Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Milton. He's got 5, and he gets the bucket. Milton's got 7.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Detroit getting another chance here. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Dishes it to Pirtle. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
And Brooklyn making a change here. LeVert's checked in. And then for Detroit, McDermott's checked in for Jared Allen. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Shake Milton. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
I remember it very well.
Incredible. Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. The Pistons trailing. Passes it to DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down.
Boy, this guy's so quick with the ball in his hands, Kevin. DeRozan's acceleration makes him effective.
Rondo against T. The pass to LeVert. Barnes with it. Now the dish to Zeller. Shot clock at 6. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. The offensive rebound. And it's Lopez at the elbow. On the wing, Barnes. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's McDermott. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Pistons lead by 2.
Yeah, usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Here's Barnes. It's LeVert on the wing. Knocks down the 3-ball. And Brooklyn leads by 1.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Pass to Jerebko. Out left to the wing. McDermott with it. He's against Zeller. McDermott can't get it to go.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Now here's Zeller. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul. Brooklyn with the ball. Pass to Zeller. He kicks it to Lopez. Launches a 3.
Well, Pirtle keeping his arms up, doing everything he can, Kevin, to affect the shooter.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Brooklyn leads by only 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and then Kobe and Shaq, and then we both started watching a lot of NBA highlights. And then later on, 13, 14, Kobe.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
Zeller is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Payton in at point guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And, well, Detroit shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
Now here's Payton. Barnes outside. Zeller trying to free himself up. They get it again. An easy 2 points on the layup. And Brooklyn leads by 2.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Now, here's DeRozan. 8 points for him.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Payton with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. No doubt passing is a premium for this team game of the NBA. We love the individual star power, but it is a team game. Are there any playmakers out there that don't get, Doris, you think, enough credit for all that they do for their team?
Well, the first guy that comes to mind is a man that Steve Kerr described as probably the smartest single basketball player he has ever been around, and that's Andre Iguodala. The numbers in terms of his scoring, obviously not eye-popping, but his incredible defense and then his elite passing skills have been so critical to so many championship teams.
Now here's Durant after the miss from Dennis Schroeder. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Aaron Gordon showing he can jump out of the gym. How about that alley-oop?
Pistons trail by 3. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. Casey's found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm." And that's what I've done. So, Kevin, Dwayne Casey is still pounding the rock.
He sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David. Love's check in for Payton. And so Allen will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. It's a 3-point game. Back to Schroeder. Porzingis comes with the double team. 6 to shoot. Here's Milton. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And here's Love from the arc. Rebounded by McDermott.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Durant, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Doug McDermott.
Boy, Kevin Durant gets a quick first step, and it puts the defense in a tough spot, and he picks up the foul.
Greg, you get so caught up in how great Durant is at scoring. that you forget sometimes about his other terrific offensive skills.
You know, Katie doesn't really get a lot of recognition for his passing, but he has fantastic vision. I mean, arguably, he might be the most underrated superstar ever. Sees so many double teams and does a great job of getting the ball out to open teammates.
Here's Milton. 7 points in the game. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Brooklyn ball. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And here's Lowry. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. A beautiful reverse layup. Lowry's got the lead up to 7 now for Brooklyn.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Ingram kicks it over to Schroeder. Five to shoot. Passes it to Milton. They could use a bucket. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And Detroit with a change here, too. Bertles checked in. And Doris, given how much of last season he missed and how early he came into the league, Porzingis a lot younger than people think.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin. Think about it. He becomes an all-star at the age of 22 and already one of the more recognizable faces in the league. It is truly scary to think that in a few years, KP could be miles better than where he is today.
Pistons trail by 10. And there's the pass to Milton. Nice ball movement by Detroit. It's good from Schroeder on the assist by Bertles.
This guy not just a jump shooter now. Dennis Schroeder more than happy to get inside and mix it up.
Teague finds Gordon. They get it back. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Teague. Out to Porzingis. Second shot opportunity. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Pistons shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Detroit shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
Now here's Love after the miss from Dennis Schroeder. Love the pass to Porzingis. Tries from the block, uses the glass to drop it in. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Kristaps Porzingis understands with his length and size, those are high percentage finishes. Nicely done.
Schroeder passes to Allen. Back to Schroeder. Pocket 6. Pass to Allen. Puts up a 3. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Gordon, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
I'll tell you this, the interior game of Aaron Gordon is coming along. He is looking more comfortable and more confident in there.
And stolen by Jeff Teague. Outside, Porzingis. Inside, Durant. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Schroeder. Porzingis with the block. One-on-one here. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection top
of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Different look here for Detroit. Jonas Jerebko's checked in for Allen. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Shake Milton. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Now here's Rondo, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
Love whenever Ingram rises for the jam, just flushing it home in the face of the opposition.
Here's Teague. 41 seconds left here in the second. Porzingis kicks to Lopez. LeVert with a wide open look from outside off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
DeRozan, Lopez with the block.
Oh, the long arms of Brook Lopez effortlessly sends that back.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Boy, can Barnes just get up. Brutal on the catch and flush. Good luck with that.
Got a piece of it. Here's Teague. Rebounded by Jerebko. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Brooklyn ahead, leading by 17. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Bajette for Brooklyn. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, the bench came in and helped them run away with this one. Tremendous job of getting loose, getting open, and drilling shots. You always want that spark off the bench, and these guys deliver.
Shaq, what'd you think about the Pistons?
Ernie, I don't...
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. They've got Jared Allen. DeRozan out there with Brandon Ingram. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Milton in at the shooting guard. Shoots from the elbow, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pistons, down by 15.
But Kevin Durant is playing spectacular defense, and it sets the tone for the entire team.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Schroeder passes to Ingram. He dishes it to DeRozan. Back to Ingram. Porzingis with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And he makes that one. And 12 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Well, this is the point where you say, uh-oh, DeMar DeRozan is going to start to get rolling. This guy can impose his will.
Lowry with the ball. He has 5. And here's Love for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
I think quickness has probably never been more important in the NBA, but you cannot overlook the value of strength. Think about a guy like Kyle Lowry. He's not the biggest, he's not the most explosive, but he's got strength and he's got that bulldog mentality.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack. You can see he just rushed that a little bit, lost the focus, I think.
Porzingis. Yep, that one goes. Porzingis has got 4 points now in the quarter. And Kyle Lowry is never shy about contact.
You're right, Kevin. Never shy on either end, offensively or defensively. Kyle Lowry will get into you. He is the tone setter with his physicality and his effort level.
For Detroit, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Don't you have the sense, Kevin, that DeMar DeRozan feels like he can go toe-to-toe against anyone at the offensive end? He's like, bring your best defender, I'm up to the challenge.
Cody Zeller's checked in for Porzingis. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. Passes to Schroeder. Allen, right side. He can't get it to go. And Brooklyn will come the other way. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Here's Love. Offensive rebound. Zeller passes to Gordon. Shoots over McDermott. Zeller. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Zeller's got 5 now.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. KD's shot is good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. Jonas Jerebko's checked in for the Pistons. Rondo comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Allen against Lopez. Ball's knocked loose. Rondo pass.
Nice creativity from the big man, Jared Allen. You've got moves upon moves.
Steps back and fires. Another one falls for Brooklyn. And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a 3. He might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building 3. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
And that's going to be a treble.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Barnes outside. Zeller finds Payton. Tries again. And Zeller with the lay-in. Zeller's got 4 points in the quarter.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. Misses the 3. To the middle. LeVert in the corner. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Well, just good fundamental basketball. You go hunt a body, make sure you box out. Good job.
Out to DeRozan. There's the 3. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. DeRozan's got 9 points now in just the second half. Here's Barnes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot-up three. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Payton drives in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Rajon Rondo. For Brooklyn, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Ingram, he's checked in for Detroit. And both free throws good for Payton.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Rondo looking around. There's the pass to Pirtle. Right side to DeRozan. And no good that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Barnes with it. Now guarded by Ingram. Payton outside. Back to Barnes. Pass to Zeller. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Lopez. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
You don't mind if the ball finds Lopez in that instance because he's not hurried, he delivers.
And there's the feed to Ingram. And the layup's good off the glass. Ingram's got his second basket of the night.
Kind of see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop. And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
DeRozan gets the bucket.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Now Payton. He's got 5. And Payton throws it down hard.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And so it's Brooklyn, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
All we got to do is move the basketball. The ball will find the right person. All right? Get it from side to side.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Teague. Williams is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then there's Payton. And it's Zeller in at the 5 down low. Here's Payton. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And it's Rondo with the ball for Detroit. In basketball, like many sports, you can call some kind of penalty on almost every play. So with that in mind, where do we draw that line?
I would say that most coaches and most players would say as long as there's consistency with officiating, they can adapt to the way the game is being called. As fans, as broadcasters, what we want to see the game remain free-flowing, fluid, pretty, the ability to move and cut and not be impeded in your progress. That's what I want to see.
And we see that most nights.
No doubt.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Fade away. Williams gets the bucket.
Have to be wary of Williams. His mid-range jumper is outstanding and often on the money.
A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Here's Reed. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
Rondo against T. Pass to Williams. Here's Payton. Doris, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. For Detroit, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Jackson against Payton. Passes it to Reed to the left side wing. Left side Parsons. All sorts of time. Brooklyn with the rebound. Zeller's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And finished off by Williams.
Yeah, still possessing the athleticism. Williams is sensational at finding ways to throw it down.
The pass to Reed. Over Zeller. And he comes up with the deuce. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Well, Greg, this is the 15th season for the veteran Marvin Williams, former number 2 overall pick back in 2005.
And even though he has never been an all-star, Williams has always been a contributor to teams. Still can give you good rebounding and scoring in a variety of roles.
Simons, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And a switcher also for Detroit. Schroeder's checked in. Kicks to Parsons. Pass to Reed. Over Zeller. Reed misses.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Doris, do you have high hopes for the new draft lottery system to keep every team competitive to the very end of the season?
Well, one of the keys in implementing this new draft lottery system was to make sure that the bottom 3 teams were given equal opportunity to get that top draft choice. I think you did see it have some effect on play and teams trying to be competitive while understanding they're still going to have an opportunity to build their team through the draft. But here's the reality. The NBA has got to be under review constantly. There's a process in play. It's one of the most proactive leagues in the country in terms of always looking for little things to make sure their game is the best it can be.
Attention to detail. Well said. Jackson passes to Schroeder. And there it is for him.
And really trying to work the ball inside here and starting to get results. A lot of that offense coming in the paint here in the second half.
One thing Dennis Schroeder has proven is that he can be an effective player whether he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a versatile guard, and maybe his best attribute, confidence.
Williams passes to Zeller. Parsons against Payton. It's stolen by Schroeder. And the call will be against Jeff T. That'll be his second foul of the game. Detroit making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in.
DeMar DeRozan.
Jackson passes to DeRozan. Doris, all right, this is going to come out of the blue here, but if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening the floor or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin, and for me it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner 3, one of the most advantageous, best shots in today's game. But because that three-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor. I'll tell you, he's been much better in this second half. He's taking smarter shots. He's looking more comfortable. And guess what? He's in a groove.
Here's T. Payton outside. And the call will be against Chandler Parsons. That's his first foul.
you know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Barnes is checked in. A 3-ball. And he's good on the 3-ball.
The improvement in Barnes' deep range just helps his offense space the floor.
Here's DeRozan from 13 feet. It goes down. DeRozan's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeves.
On the wing, Barnes. Covered by Parsons. Barnes passes to Simons. Doris, you and I are faced with this a lot, voting for the MVP. Great stats versus winning. Where do you stand on that when you vote for the league MVP?
Well, winning could be the definitive line if I have two candidates who are close. For instance, for me, this last MVP came down to James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I took it to the last possible moment. And I could have gone in either direction and been comfortable. Ultimately, I went with Giannis, and the deciding factor came down to he led his team to the best record in the league. It was a difficult vote, but ultimately it's one category which helps tilt me in one direction or another.
And I did too, and what also helped me was just the improvement defensively they had made, and I know Antetokounmpo was a very big part of that.
That's a great point. He was a two-way force.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Brooklyn.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Porzingis.
Well, you couldn't help but notice how well this guy protected the rim. There was an intimidation factor thanks to his defense. No easy shots in his neighborhood tonight.
Williams can't get it to go. And it's Detroit's ball. Parsons looking it over from deep. But they get it back. Here's Simons. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. KP, balanced offensive effort tonight. What did you like about how you played?
I think we played as a team. We shared the ball, and it was
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.